What is going on YouTube? It's Jake coming at you with another video where we're talking about computer science. Today, I wanted to highlight one of the projects I've been working on and a certain library that I've been utilizing. I've been trying to make a quote generating bot that can hopefully post quotes on Instagram or Twitter on a daily basis. Why? Well, I feed a lot off of inspiration, and so I thought it'd just be cool to make a bot that could generate quotes from people that I admire. And so how are we going to do this? Well, let's take a closer look in this video. Before diving deep into the code, I just want to say that the code for this video is all going to be on GitHub, link in the description. It's open source, so feel free to clone it. Feel free to make a contribution if that's how you're feeling. But with this project we're going to show, let's just show how it works real quick. So if we come down here and run our main.py, we got it nice and modularized, so that way it's not going to be too crazy on the eyes. Everything has a certain purpose. Separations of concerns, guys. We want to make our code clean as possible, but you can see that, here we go. We run our code. We get an image of Napoleon and a quote of his. And if we run it again, we might get another image of Napoleon, another quote. Let's see if we can get another one that's not Napoleon. That'd be great. And I promise I didn't just make a jump cut to another another quote. Right now, this guy is an alpha stage. You only got 3 people to choose from, so bear in mind that is why it could be a little juggly with the quotes sometimes. But yeah, so that is what this thing does. At a main level, all we're doing is getting a random author and getting a quote and drawing a quote on an image. And a lot of the logic is going to be pretty basic. We're talking about just getting a random object in a list. There's going to be some beautiful soup that's used for the web scraping part to get those quotes dynamically. But what I want to concentrate on is how do you programmatically write on top of images and edit images to begin with. Well, if we go to our image writer class, one of the libraries that we're using is Pill. And if we pull up the documentation here, Pill is this Python module, Python library that does so many things for image processing. You can, do geometric transformations, color transformations, enhancements. So we're talking like contrast, brightness, the coloring on there, the hue, as well as you can actually, write and create objects on top of that image. And you can blend. You can also convert. Needless to say, there's a bunch of things you can do here. It works on Python 3, and they have porting for Python 2, but I have not tried that. I don't know how that works. And so let's go back into the code here and to kind of look at how easy it is to work with this stuff, guys. It's super easy, super simple, and we love it. So all we're going to do is we're going to open an image, okay? And when we open an image, you might think, okay, if I'm writing text on top of an image, that text is going to be hard to see unless we bring the brightness down and make that image a little darker. If I run this guy again, you can tell it's a little dark in the background, so that way the white text stands out. So how do we do that? Well, we had this function called adjust image that happens right before. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of special magic. We want to make sure that the image is an RGB image. It just doesn't work if it's a different image. And you might be saying, what type of images exist out there? Well, there's like the cyan encoding for color. There's like RGB, and then there's also the cyan one. I don't think it works with that. Also, if the image is like black and white, it's just type is L, and it's like, well, it's black and white. Why do we need to lower the brightness? So we convert anything that isn't RGB into an RGB image, because the Pill library can do that. So cool. And after that, we're just going to make an image enhancer, and we're going to enhance the brightness by a factor, anything in like between 1, any decimal number essentially. So if you did 1.2, it'd be like very bright, and if you did it by half, like 0.5, then you'd be cutting the brightness out. So here we go, we did a 0.5, that means the brightness is going to be halved in our output image. So we can kind of see how it's dim going on right there. So after we adjust the image contrast, we're going to actually write some text onto the image. And you might think that is a hard process, like, how am I going to do this? Well, it is a little complicated in the sense that you have to find out where you want to write that text. You know, all you're given really is your starting position, which is 0 height, 0 width, and then those, you know, final lengths. So the image might have been, you know, 1000 by 800. So that means you kind of have to work with percentages. You kind of have to do some math in here to get that exact spot you want it. And if you want it relative to whatever image size that happens, you know, just a couple little math tricks in there. We're not going to go into that though because that's boring. All we really do is we use something called image draw that's from the pill library, so that we're making, like, I guess, a drawing scene. We're going to make a paragraph and we're going to write some text into this paragraph. There's a bunch of objects here. We can change, like, you know, the text size. There's also a font that we're using, so you can change, like, you know, the fonts that you want. We definitely played around with that, but we ended up going with this IBM Plex serif font. Very crisp, very clean. And so we come back down here and we kind of just see, yeah, we wrote some text into a paragraph, and I think we just draw the text. And it works. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom, guys. It's that easy. And then when you want to show your image, all you have to do is, you know, this image is a pill image object, and so we just show it. It's all good. You can also save the image if you wanted to save it to a file. But for this main method, all we really want to do when we call show method is just, you know, show the final result that happens. And it looks like we lost a little bit of lighting there towards the end, but guys, thank you for watching. I just wanted to show a quick video about a cool library called Pill that I use to alter images programmatically. So thank you for watching. Love the support, especially if you're watching this far into the video. We'll probably make a video on Beautiful Soup, the tool that we use to web scrape and get, you know, data dynamically from the web. But that is all. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.